5 key rules that the PSL must implement in order to avoid teams selling their status, as we are seeing current teams struggling to pitch up for games and to keep afloat their teams playing in the PSL. Hello, Sanbona, and welcome to MatchDay TV. My name is Pilane Timamani. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, trying to get to 500 subscribers. And please leave your comments below about the 5 key rules that I think the PSL must implement in order to keep teams that are struggling afloat and to avoid this thing of teams selling their status and all this commotion that keeps on happening. So rule number 1 that I have that the PSL must implement is the rule of fair play, financial fair play. That's the first rule that the PSL must implement. For example, you can't have a team that's buying players, keep on buying players, but they cannot show how they are going to pay those players. So I think financial fair play must be implemented in South Africa. In South Africa, it's about time. We obviously know that there are teams, for example, that can buy players for 25 million and afford them. But there are teams that before even the season starts, they must show how they are going to operate for the season, and in terms of buying new players, the players that they are buying, how are they going to afford them, how are they going to pay for them and maintain their books. The second rule that I think that the PSL needs to apply is the rule of distribution of funds. It doesn't make sense that all teams get equal amount of funds from the PSL. For an example, teams in the PSL get 25 millions per month. It doesn't make sense for a team that is struggling or doesn't have much sponsors as a big team, maybe for the likes of Kaizer Chiefs, Mamelodi Sundowns, Orlando Pirates, which already have sponsorship deals that are way bigger. They provide way more financials for the team. So it doesn't make sense that we all get the same amount of loaf of bread to say, but we are not equal in terms of our needs and wants and whatever we need to pay in order for us to survive. The third step is that financial oversight and transparency. I think it's about time that PSL plays an oversight in terms of finance of teams. Teams are submitting their financial statements at the beginning of the season, and also maybe middle of the season. Financial statements are looked at again, how the team is operating, and then they'll be able to even avoid mistakes, or they can see the danger before it happens, that this team will be struggling at this point of the month or at this point of the calendar of the season. So I think rule number 3 is very important. The teams financially, PSL must do an oversight and have transparency to able to see how the teams are operating and staying afloat. And then point number 4 is that PSL must also establish a financial support fund for teams. Let's say there's a disaster or something that happened that a team might not be able to afford or pay some of its bills. Then PSL will have that financial fund support that you will able to assist at that particular time. Not all of the times, like they have the grant that they get every month, but this fund is for certain instances. Let's say a team, maybe for hypothesis, maybe a team, all the players are die in a plane crash or something, or a bus accident or something like that, something that the team cannot cover. Then the financial support from the PSL will come in and fund at that particular time or that particular instant where the team cannot afford to maybe stay afloat or pay those bills for that month. And then point number 5 is the strengthening or enforcement of rules of ownership and transfer regulations. So, we know that someone can just come in and buy a team. I think it's high time that the PSL must implement a new rule that before someone buys a team, we must put that person through a vet process. We must verify how they are getting their money, how they've managed companies before, in order to show that they have the experience and the capability to operate a company. Because at the end of the day, soccer clubs are a business, are companies. So I think the PSL, it's about high time that they implement those rules, that to say before you buy a company, we know that you might have R1 million to spare, but we might have only that million and nothing more to spend after that. So I think it's about high time that whoever buys the company, obviously we see now with the likes of Royal AM People are speculating that a business consortium might come in from Bloemfontein and then buy the status of Royal AM, and then we see the return of Bloemfontein Celtics. But even that, the consortium needs to be verified. Those companies, they need to be checked up with how they've been operating. They've been operating well in terms of the rules, in terms of SARA and all of that. And have they been able to stay afloat or manage processes or projects accordingly? So those are the 5 rules that I thought maybe the PSL should implement in order for us to avoid the likes of having the likes of Pitford First. We lost a great team in Pitford First. Currently, we're struggling with Bloemfontein Celtics. We all want Bloemfontein Celtics to come back because we know the vibes that they bring. We've seen how Bafana, when they went to Bloemfontein, how the people turned up, how the vibes were. So I think we all want Bloemfontein to come back, but at the end of it all, we must have rules that make sure that our status of the Premier League is not defected in any way. So these 5 rules are very simple and straightforward. 1, financial fair play. Everyone, if you're buying a player, show us how you're going to pay for that player. 2, enhancements of funds or distribution. We mustn't get equal amount. So other teams must get more than others. Then rule number 3, financial oversight and transparency. The PSL must look at the financials of teams and to avoid the mistake of having teams that will along the way suffer. Then rule number 4 would say it's a support fund, financial support fund by the PSL for emergency situations for teams. Then rule number 5, enforcement of strict ownership and transfer regulations. We need to be verified as owners that we will be able to maintain this team. We'll be able to pay the players, pay the bills, and everything will be sorted. Thank you for watching. Until this time, just leave your comment below about what you think about these 5 rules, and also like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Let's push the channel to get to 500 subscribers. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.